Welcome to the Wally Show Aftercast. All the stuff we did not get to during the course of the show today.
Like an NPR podcast.
Yeah, a little bit more subdued because Betty Rock has just informed us that she has taken medicine for a headache, ache of her head, which you didn't have that all day, did you?
Yeah,
did it just come on?
No, I did.
She did.
But I think it
She said
started.
earlier.
I think it started because I woke up at 2:45 this morning, and then I
So
couldn't
we're
go back
on
to sleep.
hour 7 of your day.
Yeah, you're
That's tough.
tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's tired. I don't know.
You've been getting more headaches lately, and I don't think it's me.
Did it coincide with the energy drink in his life? Like more headaches ever since?
Maybe. I don't know.
Interesting.
I was pretty calm today for everything. I didn't know you had a headache. I'm
You
sorry.
were pretty calm today.
Not really. You know what? It's nice that I didn't know. That means you did a great job masking, like I do
you.
every day with all the emotional pain and trauma that I squish down. And so
You could talk to someone about that.
if only that was an option.
For free.
Yeah, for free. Oh, glory. Okay, well, I'm sorry that you have a headache. We'll do a little faster cast here to get you through and get you on with your day where you can go recover.
It's not like it's not gonna make a difference anyway.
You get headaches. You don't get full-blown migraines too much, do you?
Yeah, as far as I know. I think maybe I've had like maybe one or two
Yeah.
migraines where it was like bright lights are bothering me.
You wanna
and
throw
my
up?
Well, no, I've never felt that way.
Ugh.
But my
Oh,
teeth
good.
are bothering me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you the person still, because medical stuff used to wig you out a little bit. Are you the person
Still does.
does it? Okay, because you've seemed better at like managing things, but are you the one that's like, oh yeah, I've got this ache. I wonder if it's a cancer or something like that. Do you?
So I really do appreciate all the brain tumor jokes you were throwing around.
So you still struggle with that? I didn't know that. Okay, I wouldn't have done that had I known that. I thought you would kind of come over the top of that. I did. I'm sorry. I thought you did.
Okay, two things.
Yeah.
You knew that it was a thing for me.
In the past. Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so you just assume, since you haven't heard anything,
Right.
it's safe to make a joke.
Because
Okay,
you're doing
that's fine.
so good.
Right. But then you say on top of that,
Correct.
I thought you would have gotten over that by now.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that's putting me down.
No, not putting you down.
But do you see where that's come? Do you see where that could be interpreted that way?
I think you should talk to somebody about that because
Hey.
now
If only I could.
I
But
know.
this is just the way God made me.
because you're reading into something that wasn't there. That's actually
No,
a
it was
compliment.
definitely there.
No, it's actually a compliment.
Oh, so it's a compliment,
It is.
and because it doesn't qualify for me, now it's a diss.
No, it's not a diss. It never was. But it's a compliment saying you've done such a good job at presenting like that these things aren't bothering you that I'm like, oh, I'm surprised that it is still an issue for you. And so but it's okay that it's still an issue
king
for
of
you.
gaslighting.
I know. It's okay.
You are a gaslighter.
No, I'm not. No, I've been impressed with you.
No.
Actually.
No, you are gaslighting.
No, I think you're amazing.
Oh my gosh.
I see you and I process things a little bit differently. Like if I have a headache, I will have that same thought as you. Like I'll be like, I wonder if I got a tumor. I literally will think that, but then maybe it's the ADHD where I forget and I think about something else, or I just go, I deserve it. You know, I deserve bad things in my life for the things I've done. That's fine. I've made peace with that. So that if that ever happens to me, I go, all right, I get it. Lord, I get it. I understand. But like you, my daughter, also same boat. Like she called my wife crying one day because her arm hurt and she thought she had cancer. And like, baby, you probably have you've been sitting at your computer all day typing. It's probably like carpal tunnel or something like that bothering you. You know, you don't have cancer. But we just process things differently where you'll hold on to it and I have the same thought, but it's more fleeting for me.
Yeah, but I will say that there are other things that are fleeting for me that you hold on to.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, this again, not a diss. It's discussing the difference between how you and I process maybe the same thing. We process it differently.
Well,
neither one is worse.
We process the same, just on different topics.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's totally fair. Like, yeah, there are things that you go in and out of that you don't even think twice about that I'll hold on to or get angry about or what have you. Oh, for sure. Yeah. But I won't make that joke again. I didn't know you were still in that place. So
I'm
sorry.
okay.
You sure?
Yes.
I think you are too.
Oh my gosh.
I just needed you to admit it. I just needed you to know you're
I
okay.
just need you to shut up.
And that's why I'm really good at what I do. I should be a therapist. Do you see how I did that, Gavin?
Yep.
I got her to admit that she's okay.
You have carved out your post-Way FM career just now.
100%.
You could be your own therapist. Boom.
Yeah, I actually kind of am. That's why I don't need one. So anyway, let's get into some other people here. Oh, Rock, give me your story coming up so I know how to segue.
Okay. I did want to point out that Olivia in our potty group,
Yeah.
she said on yesterday's Aftercast, she said, Wally killed it with the segues
Thank
today
you.
in the Aftercast. I hope he got a sticker for that.
You were
Thank you.
very
I
good
did not get a
He
sticker.
did not. It's because it's part of his job.
I
It
should
doesn't
have
really
gotten a
matter.
sticker. I gave you a sticker for your job today on your computer,
Oh, yes, for being a ray of sunshine.
and I meant it.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I meant it.
Sweet.
Anyways, you can always join our potty group. It's where we kind of have behind the scenes stuff going on. When you text the word potty, PODDIE, to 91979.
And Betty has challenged me to make segues to get to her segment better, for especially if we're talking about something heavier.
Because
like
he was
deathy.
the world's worst about
Yeah.
talking about death
Yeah.
and dismemberment
Yeah.
and then throwing it to me. And I'm like, waka, waka, waka,
Yeah.
waka, waka,
So
waka.
I'm trying to do better segues. So just give me your topic of I know what's coming up. I forgot.
Game shows.
That's it. Game shows?
Well, the price is right.
Okay. Oh, price is right. That helps me. Like specifics. Price is.
I don't know. Sometimes I like throwing it at you so you can't.
Okay.
So
Well-
you can't think about it.
Well, at least I just need to know. Yeah, I just need to know what it is.
I know, but when you get towards the end of what you want to say,
Yeah.
like you're like, and then they all died and
Right.
perished.
Yeah.
And then you can say, Betty, what's the story you're going into? And I will say, Price is Right.
Right.
And then you'll have to go
Speaking
from
of
there
dying and
to.
perishing.
Oh, yeah, it'd be easy. That'd be easy. It's like, how much is this coffin? I spent $1, Bob. Hey, what do you got?
How much is this coffin? Good title.
All right, here we go. Famous director and actor Tyler Perry gave his aunt, who was kind of on hard times, a job. He was talking about this. I didn't know Kirk Franklin had a YouTube podcasty channel-y thing. You know, the Christian guy, Kirk Franklin.
Yeah.
And he was on, Tyler Perry was on his thing and said she was always calling up asking for money. So I says, okay, I would send her money. But then I was like, wait a minute. No, I want to help you. I want you to build this thing. So not to be welfare for you. So let me give you a job. And so she was like, okay, fine. And I love that. Teach a man or give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish, he eats for a lifetime. And so cool. But he fired her. And you're like, oh, Tyler, that's a bad look on you. No, not really, because his aunt ended up not coming to work. So
That's
like,
fireable.
I'm like, okay, well, you got to go. You know, you want me to hand you money, but you're not willing to work for it. That doesn't work for me. And I respect that, man. Like absolutely. He said, I hold the same standards for my son who's 10 years old. There are certain things that he wants. He has to do chores to work for it. I don't believe in just giving us things. That's going to handicap us. And the worst thing you can do is that you have to have skin in the game, you know? And I actually agree with this. It'd be hard, I think, to fire your aunt, you know?
Yeah, because they're family.
Yeah.
You might never hear the end of it from another family member. But
Well, when his mom passed away, I guess he sent letters to his whole family. He's like, don't ask me for money. Because I guess maybe his mom was the buffer for some of that.
Oh, wow.
He's like, don't ask me for money unless you have a job. Like, you all need to get jobs. And I'm like, oh, wow. He's all in. Because he's worth, probably $100 million at least. Like, this guy is bankrolled. But it did bring up like a thing to me that I thought was
wow.
interesting. How much is he worth?
1.4 billion.
1.4 billion. Oh my gosh, I thought 100 million was a lot.
A lot of Mandia's.
And I
movies.
never got Mandia.
I don't.
It's
I don't
not.
get it.
It's not funny
what
to me
it's
at
called?
all. Yeah, Mandia.
Like it's like her vacation.
that doesn't sound right.
Madea.
Madea.
Madea,
There you
not
go.
Mandia.
That's it.
My bad.
Medea.
Madea. And it's never. I've never found them funny. The only funny thing I have is that one drop we pray from the free
the
Bible.
Bible.
Like that's the only drop like that I've come across that I thought, oh, that's really funny. It was this one here. Let me see.
The Bible say in 2 Deuteronomy of the book of Jericho that the eye for the tooth and the tooth for the people, and everybody who got the eye, you punch them in it.
What?
I can tell you don't read the Bible.
Can you tell who that what is? Do you know who that was?
Tyler Perry.
No.
No,
Tyler Perry's
Tyler's
doing the
Madea.
first thing. Who's the what? Could you hear it? What? What? Does that help?
I can't.
What?
Oh,
I don't know.
no.
Huh.
Weird.
Dr. Phil.
Oh.
Oh.
It was from a movie, so Dr. Phil was in it. He's
I didn't
like,
know
what? Yeah.
Ah.
Anywho, what that brought up to me, though, was this idea, like homelessness, okay? So I'm going to take a serious turn on this. But homelessness, it's like, oh, well, you just need to give homeless people money. That's what you need to do. If you give homeless people money, you've solved the whole problem. That's all we need to do. Nothing could be further from the truth. Just like this lady, his aunt illustrated, he gave her money, and she still made bad choices. Now, there are people that are homeless that get there, and it's not a fault of their own. But like I have a friend that works with a homeless ministry. I've worked with homeless people throughout the years, and the person that gets there without a lot of bad life choices is the exception. The one that lost their job, all of a sudden could not afford to be housed, and things spiraled on them. They had no family to help. They are by far and away the exception to the rule. And so if you just give them money, people that make bad life decisions that put them in this place will continue to make bad life decisions with money. There's been TV shows on this too, like, and YouTube shows of like they gave people money, they gave him a house. They like this one homeless guy. They did like a GoFundMe for him, and he got a house and was able to get off the streets, everything like that. Ended up back on the streets because there's a weird comfort for a lot of people in the streets too. It's a odd, almost Munchausen syndrome kind of thing. Like you go back to what you know. When I was working in Atlanta, we did a bit. It wasn't a Christian station. We did a bit with like homeless people, and we took them to the mall and we gave them money to see what they would buy, and it's kind of this concept playing. Now we were doing it, making fun of things because that was the show I was on, but like inevitably they were trying to buy designer things, nothing practical. One guy wanted a drum set. Like, you don't even have a garage. You can't even start a garage band. You want a drum set? Like, no, why won't you buy something with this that will help you better your life and get you out of this? Not one of them was like, oh my gosh, I could stay at a thing. I could get a suit so I could go on a job interview and things like that. They all made bad life decisions with it. And I'm not saying don't help the homeless at all. That's not it. But consider how you help them. If you can give them something tangible like a meal, like that's great because it doesn't get squandered on other things, because that's a sad part of that. But I would really hope that I wish you could just throw money at things and solve it. But sadly, that's just not the case from that. So I got all of that from Tyler Perry. And like it's kind of like if you're on The Price is Right, and all of a sudden, the big showcase showdown comes up, and you're just going to throw all your money at it, and you have no idea how money works, you're not going to win that showcase at all. It's going to go by you.
The price is wrong.
Bob, yeah, you might as well bid $1 at that point. Speaking of Price is Right, I think you have a story about this, right, Rob?
I actually do. Thank you so much for bringing that up. Yes, it actually has been around for 53 seasons.
No way.
Crazy. But I didn't know this. I guess there are a lot of people, I thought it was just senior citizens that watch the show, but they have a Reddit fan forum.
Oh, really?
So Reddit, you can go there and you can talk with other fans of the show. But someone recently posted on there, and they asked the question, why does every single contestant have perfect white teeth?
I've never noticed that.
I haven't been watching, so I didn't know either. But it turns out after they posted that on the forum, a lot of people started chiming in, being like, yeah, you know what? You are right. And there's a lot of different reasons as to why that might be. The first one is that when producers are going around looking for people that they might want to have on the show, they're looking for vivacious and outgoing audience members. Now, typically, if someone is self-conscious about their smile, they're not going to be as outgoing or crazy, what they're looking for.
I can tell you that, like, they go down like the line when people are waiting, and you actually fill out questions and stuff too, and so they look for people that maybe they've gotten their questions that they like, they find them, they go through the thing, they kind of do like pre-interviews and just to get a vibe of people. Like if I'm at a concert and I'm doing a stage announcement, I know I'm going to bring somebody up with me because I love bringing people out of the crowd with me and giving them that moment. I'll spend 30 minutes before I'm going to do this, walking through the crowd, talking to people and finding someone that's super outgoing that I go, okay, I can play with this person. They'll have fun. And so, yeah, TV shows especially and reality shows, they are highly, highly produced and calculated. So I could totally see that.
Another idea is that they have a lot of wannabe models and actors out in the audience because they're using recruiting services.
And they're in LA.
Right. So they are out there in the audience wanting to get noticed.
That's funny.
And then also they have above average number of college students that are out in the audience as well, which is kind of surprising to me. But when you have...
They're trying to win stuff, free stuff.
I guess so. But college students, they haven't really lived life, and so they haven't had a chance to ruin the perfect aligned teeth that their parents have paid for. And so there's a lot of reasons as to why that might be.
It's an interesting thing because I do see college students all the time, and because they're also excited, like, yeah, and their friends are going nuts. They all got the shirts on. So, putting someone on from that is great. But like when you win big prizes on there, a lot of times people don't take the prize because the tax is too much. And I think, and I could be wrong on this, but I think, like, say you win a car and you're like, okay, the taxes on the car, you're going to have to pay that. And so it could be $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. And you're like, I didn't come prepared to do that. And so I think what they do is they can give you an alternate money prize thing that's way lower. There's a really good documentary on The Price is Right because there was a guy that mathematically studied it for years because a lot of the same prizes come up over and over again. And so he put it into an old school computer spreadsheet back at an old computer, and he figured out within the cents of what prices were, and he ended up getting on the show. Like he was there every day trying to get on and loved it. It's really good. I don't know what it's called. I think it's on Netflix, or it was on Netflix, but if you like the show or you think this is interesting, it was a really good documentary worth checking out. What do you got for birthdays? Like, no, what? Oh,
So demanding.
I know. The documentary about Price is Right. Why am I drawing a blank here? Okay, so the documentary, it's really worth checking out. I wish someone would do a documentary on like birthdays and why we love our birthdays so much. Because we on the Wally Show love birthdays, and we actually do like shout outs for them, and we want to give people a little bit of love. So do you have any birthdays today? Speaking of that, we'll do a documentary on it later.
Great wishes
No.
is no. Yeah.
Dadgummit. You made me go through all that for nothing, Rock.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You know what? Sometimes I question all of my decisions. I question my life choices.
You should make her do the segue.
I'm
to
doing it
birthdays.
right now, actually.
Oh.
And so, is there? Thanks, Gavin. Is there a question that you have for the show?
I do have a question
There
for
it
the
is.
show.
Gavin, I'm working on levels over here, boy.
That was awesome.
The question is from Lisa. Lisa asks, what's your favorite bit to do on the show and why?
I do like Snap Judgment. We did
Yeah.
it today. That's one of my favorites. One that we haven't done for a while. We need to bring back. We just got to figure out how to do it. Was the what was the iPod roulette? I did like
That was
iPod
before
roulette.
my time here.
Yeah, it was. And Reby, when Reby used to be here, because Reby was the judge, what we would do is we would each set our iPhones to shuffle. We would play a song. We would, whatever song came up at random, then Reby would decide which of those two songs was better. Totally subjective, and like who has the best iPhone. And then that person would move on to the finals with somebody.
Let me ask this question. Not that any of us are sitting here actively listening to music that's not appropriate, but like if I was listening to, let's say, like a song by Taylor Swift that's just all about her hating on her exes or something like that, that wouldn't be a great song for Christian radio. Like, how do you?
We never did it live. We always taped it.
Okay.
So that if songs, like if songs on my phone came up, because I'm gonna put myself in
Heavy
that.
metal.
Like I had metals.
Yeah.
I mean, like Number of the Beast from Iron Maiden could come up, and that's one you don't want to play on the thing. Like, but like two, like I set my phone to I have Amazon Music, and I do it like. They call it soundtrack, I think it is. So it's like based on what you have, it's not playing your songs in your phone. It's just things that they think you'll like based on your algorithm.
Interesting.
And so, like, yeah, something like that, mid-'80s metal could come up. I've had Public Enemy come up on my phone before, which is, you cannot play. There's none of that you can play, which is kind of weird. I'm like, why are you serving me up Public Enemy? What do you think? How do you think I grew up?
So Gavin said Snap Judgment. You said iPod Roulette.
Yeah.
I think mine would be Amateur First Responder.
Oh, you like that? Yeah.
Just because it's the ridiculousness of it all, how he can one up himself.
Yeah. Those are fun. I like that stuff. I like stuff that's like lets us like talk about our like personalities and things that bring out like you and Gavin, and so people get to know like you better and stuff.
I also like the Are You Kidding Me segments.
Yes.
The kids are great.
Are You Kidding Me is awesome. That was my favorite part of working at Radio Disney was the kids. Like we treated the kids just like we do an adult show like this. They would call in just like they were the callers, just like adults are callers here. And it was always great because they weren't jaded yet and they're funny. And those little cusses are just honest. And I love that about them. And I liked treating them like equals. And I think that's what made us doing Radio Disney very different was we didn't talk down to the kids. Like I heard other shows that would do kid stuff or like, oh my gosh, there's a bit that Christian radio stations do, and a lot of them still do it, but it's the family name game. And they would be like, okay, the name today is Timmy. If you've got a Timmy, call us and tell us why Timmy's so great. And then they're like, hi, Roberta, how are you? Oh, I'm doing just fine. I'm pleasant today. The Lord is good. Do you have a Timmy, Roberta? Oh, my stars, I do. And you know what Timmy did? Timmy took a quarter from his bank and he put it in the offering plate last week. Oh, my gosh, we were so happy. Timmy's amazing. No, I love Timmy too. I wish I had a Timmy. That is that entire bit, and it is soul crushing. I mean, it kills my soul.
Have you,
yeah,
Potties? Have you noticed that he's had an energy drink
every day this week?
If you had to say these last 2 weeks, do you feel like he's different? Like
I feel better.
I genuinely do think that you're on a different
level of
energy slash I would say it's enhanced your sarcasm a little bit.
I would say you were asking earlier,
I
Gavin, about do you think it's a different type of level than the Beast or the
Are you gonna get the Beast tomorrow?
Right.
I know.
Duncan.
I think for some reason maybe the energy drinks seem to make him more passionate.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's twofold. To be honest with you, I think it's twofold. One, the energy drinks are fine. Two, I'm crawling out of a place a little bit mentally where I'm happier.
In a good way? You're like
in
you're
a good
crawling
way. I'm crawling
into,
out. I'm
okay.
crawling into being happier and being far less worried
Great.
about
Love that.
what people think and comments about me or my job or whatever. Like I'm like, I don't care. Like I'm just gonna do what I do and have fun. And so I think that that's freeing for me, and I'm always at my best when I'm not stressed or angry and I'm light. I call it being light. When I'm light, when I'm not burdened by a lot of other nonsense, I am better, I'm happier, and I enjoy what I get to do, and stuff. And so I think it's a combination of those two things. But back to that bit being so horrible. Let's
go back to that.
I know. So at one time, so many Christian radio shows were doing that, and so I was like, I always like to be contrarian or the counter to that. So we did the family shame game, and it was like, call us up and tell us about a time when your kid brought shame to your family, and I loved that so much. But like for me with kids, instead of just the sugary sweet or just talk down to them, treat them like a little kid when you're an adult, I like to talk to them on their level and make jokes that they get, or maybe sometimes it go over their head, but the parents can laugh about it. But like, you're right. I love having kids on the show, but I think a lot of Christian radio stations crutch on the kids and they don't use them effectively, or they don't respect them, honestly. Like they don't respect them as little people. They're just a thing to be cute on the air and, whatever. Like I could go on about 10 other bits that people do with kids that I don't like, but I'm not going to do that. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for our Aftercast for today.
Okay.
And as always,
thanks for being a potty. Growing up in poverty has never been easy for children, but with the added challenges of the pandemic, conflict, and natural disasters, families around the world are facing an unprecedented food crisis. Unfortunately, those who are already hungry are now even more desperate. But by sponsoring a child through compassion, you can help provide life-sustaining essentials such as food and clean water. And with your compassionate support, that child can not only survive, but also flourish. You can find out how and choose a child to sponsor when you click on the compassion banner at wayfm.com.